Do you guys ever wonder what other people think? Unfortunately, it's part of my job, so I have to at least consider it, like putting myself into the shoes of another person. And I'm wondering, how is it for someone that works at Disney, someone that greenlights projects, and he's sitting in an office and it's like, okay, what do you got for me, Stu? It's like, listen, we're going to remake Snow White. As in a classical. We're remaking it. So by default, people already have like spoiler warnings. They already know the plot. But for some reason, we're going to remake Snow White. We're going to remove the romance. We're going to remove the dwarves. We're going to cast an actress that is not befitting the name Snow White. I mean, it's in the title, but we're progressives now, so we're going to bypass that. And you know what? Like, people will want to see this movie. Like, people from everywhere. And we're going to get an actress that is outspoken, that is going to alienate part of our customers. But we don't want those people anyway, because their money isn't good. Okay? Like, the evil people don't have good money. We want decent people. Who thought that this is a good idea? Unironically, though. Like, no, legit, like, someone was sold this. And at Disney, they thought, God damn it, Stu, this is going to make us rich. No, if it was your money, like unironically, if it was from your pocket, would you greenlight such a project? Disney, hire me. I'll make you money. It's not that hard. No, seriously. Like put me in the position of that guy that talked to Stu. I will at least make sure that when you start a new project, you start from zero rather than minus. But anyway, right, so Zegler, Rachel Zegler is back into the news because she's talking about the rumors of her being fired. You know, the media doesn't usually report on what leftist Twitter does. They report on what right-wing Twitter does all the time. Like, they'll say, oh, bunch of racists, oh, the review bombing, oh, the racists, the xenophobes, the transmophobes, like they talk about them all the time. But here's a fact that probably you don't know, because the media didn't report about it. When the rumors came out that Rachel Zegler is being fired, people on the left on Twitter, they were accusing Disney of racismus. Racismus, the mouse is delving back into the dark powers it delved back into the World War II era. And it's now racist. He's working with Florida Man, Disney. Imagine thinking that. I mean, no, unironically, like, you can make the argument that Disney was racist during World War II. I mean, they have some very interesting cartoons. But it's understandable due to the context. Different context. To claim that Disney is racist today is bewildering. I mean, you should be laughed off any room. You know, if you go to the Thanksgiving dinner with Mummy and Daddy and you say, Mummy, I think Disney is racist. Like Mummy should just have her wine bottle in her hand, like just pouring out of her nose. Just you know, like it should be unthinkable for a decent member of our society to even claim something like this in organized public gatherings without being laughed out of the room. But for some reason, you have Twitter for these individuals to gather. So anyway, Rachel Zegler, set to portray Snow White in a live-action film, faced controversy for her comments criticizing the original story of Snow White and Seven Dwarfs. Well, it wasn't just that. She did a lot more than it, but it's not like she didn't like the story, which is bewildering. It's absolutely bewildering. Like, if you cast someone for an already established IP, like, the bare minimum that you can do, you would think, would be to make sure that the person actually enjoys the IP. People work better when they are enthusiastic about what they do, rather than hiring someone that doesn't like the IP, you know? But again, like, Disney is an expert on losing cash. I'm starting to think that they're doing it on purpose. I genuinely, like, cannot fathom how you can make these executive decisions, because even if it was done by accident, right? Like, you have an incompetent person up there. Eventually, they must make, like, a decision that's good. Like, the law of average would dictate. But when I see, like, all of these things, like, even when you hire the main actress she doesn't like the fucking story, it just like raises questions. One after another. Like, if it was my company, I would assume that someone is trying to sabotage me. There is no other explanation. It's like, okay, who is trying to sabotage us? Like these movies cost hundreds of millions of dollars. People's livelihood is at stake. Why are they doing this to us? But no, for some reason, this is fine. So Zegler started her journey to stardom with a viral video in 2017 when she auditioned for the role of Maria in Steven Spielberg's remake of the classical movie West Side Story. West Side Story was nothing short of sensational. I genuinely never heard about it. No, unironically, I haven't. Do you know, you can take a random VTuber like Nyanners, and more people have heard about Nyanners than West Side Story. I'm sorry, it's true. Then again, maybe I'm from Romania. You know, like maybe West Side Story was like a huge sensation in the United States. It's possible. But I guarantee to you that Gargura is far more popular than Zegler. It's reality. I'm sorry. Korewa Genjutsu desu. But anyway, she captured the essence of the character with her powerful singing voice and undeniable on-screen chemistry. Okay, right. Despite her early success, Zegler has not been without her share of controversy. Her comments about the character of Snow White live adaptation stirred debate and even fueled rumors that she might be dropped from the project. However, Zegler's resilience and willingness to speak her mind demonstrates her dedication to the craft. Okay, I don't buy this shit. I don't buy it for a single second. If you work for Disney, Disney owns you. Like, we have seen it happen, okay? Like we live in 2023. Like, let's stop believing that people that work for Disney have anything remotely akin to free speech. Like, I have seen what happened to Gina Carano. The moment that Gina Carano spoke her mind, she was too strong and too independent for the mouse, so she got fired. As such, I automatically assume that any actor or actress who works at Disney and says something, Disney 100% backs them. Like, I close my eyes and I imagine the mouse, with his hand up the actor's tushy and using the actor as a sock puppet. There is no other explanation, okay? Because we have seen what happens when people disagree with the mouse. They get fired. So if you are vocal about something, it's because that's what Disney wants you to think. I will believe probatio ad diabolica means that until proven otherwise, I will 100% believe that everything an actor or actress says while working for Disney, whether it is in their free time or whether it is on their off time, it is part of the marketing campaign 100%. We live in the age of cancel culture. As such, everything that an actor says and doesn't get canceled, it means that the company reflects those talking points. This is the normal, healthy way of thinking in current year. Until I will see different, like until I will see an actor talking about what Gina Carano is saying and they don't get canceled, I'll be like, okay, well, this company actually allows free speech. But for fuck's sakes, we're talking about Disney. Like, let's cut the crap, okay? Like, nothing that this lady is saying is coming from her mouth. It's coming from the mouse, and she's just like a VTube avatar. But anyway, right, so, like, she spilled her mind dedicated to the craft. Apparently, like, deviations from the iconic story, including the absence of traditional dwarves and the lack of a Prince Charming to rescue Snow White. In other words, like, literally what makes the story is not there anymore. Like, what exactly am I watching it for? It's a romance story without the romance. And I already know the plot. So why? Not to mention, it's like, they also changed the fact that this is about beauty, right? So, when the princess Gal Gadot, which is far more beautiful than Snow White, is saying, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all, apparently it's not about beauty. Oh, fuck yourself, Disney. Yeah, I'm not interested in seeing this. I do not believe for a second that this is anything besides astroturfing and marketing. So, yeah, I'm not interested in this movie. If you guys are, let me know in the comment section, and I'll see you there. Take care.